Hey LEGO friends, today I'm expanding and remodifying my LEGO Botanical Garden. Okay, so this is what I have right now. This is my expanded botanical garden, but I want to expand it more. Basically, I think it could be wider, maybe to the 6 point on this. So obviously this is a base plate and a half. I'm gonna put it on a double base plate. And then I want it to be taller because once you put it beside other modulars, it shrinks. So I want to build it up higher. And I don't know if that means a second level or if it's just going to be more atrium, but it's going to have a second layer of windows. And I saw something online, the way somebody did it, that was really cool. So I want to try to put that in, but I want to keep my U formation sort of so that I have these wings coming out. But it definitely needs to have the sidewalk on the side because I just don't want to butt these sides up against buildings. So that is what I'm going to go, that's what I'm going to try for. So I'm going to start the same way I started with this one by laying out a base of bricks just to see how things lay out. And then, oh, sorry, my camera's shaking. I'm going to start by laying out a base with just bricks to see how things shape up. And then we'll go from there. I really want to try to keep what I've done here. I like a lot of what it is. I like what I've carried over from the original botanical gardens, but I like my new stuff. And I also kind of had an idea to maybe make this pond flow under the botanical garden somehow. I don't know what that means yet. So, you know, maybe it's like it comes out under here on the side in a little pond, but I don't want to eat up too much sidewalk area. We'll just have to see how it turns out. Yes, so that's what my mission is right now. Okay, so here I am so far. I've got the base laid out, and you can maybe see the footprint. I'm still keeping the dome in the center and keeping my curved windows. Let me see if I can pull this in. Some things that I really liked in mine. I should take this tree away. Okay. So these curved windows I really like. So those are going to stay there. And that echoes this curve. Having the doors go in here. Doors. And then I'm getting one more space in here. I'm leaving 7 on each side for the sidewalk, but it'll probably be down to 6 because these things clip on, and that's one of the things I liked about the original botanical garden build was this frame that they did around the windows, so it gave it a little more dimension. So I'm keeping that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera so bad the table is uneven. So all those can stay along the base here. Okay. And then I'm also keeping these curved domes. That'll come up right here. And so basically, once I finish this is going to be a second level. It's going to end up being about that tall. You can see it, which hopefully will mesh better with other modulars. Oh my God, it's going to be huge, hopefully. But I think that's much more grand, has much more of a presence. I think it's going to be cool. Okay, so I'm going to finish building the first floor. Okay, so that took a very long time for a few reasons, but here is the first level all redone. And basically I can't really describe what I've done. Does it look that much different? This was a side before. Let's put this up here because that's going to pretty much, oh shoot, end up there. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, let's go back here. So that was the side before. and then that's the side now. You can just tell it's I don't know, but this is much sturdier. One thing that I forgot that I'm sure you would not forget is when I made the Mills plate here, I forgot I was doing water and I forgot I was doing cobblestones. And so I had red base plates under there. And so I had to go back in, tear everything up, and put blue base plates under that, and then black base plates under that. What a mess. So when you're doing Mills plating, remember what your landscaping is going to be and if there's going to be any spaces. And so on the sides, can we get a comparison? So this was the old side, and then this is the new side. And basically, like, this was more of just a window. But now I've got this other entrance here. So that's nice. Now, I haven't put the plants in yet. I liked this big window. That little half round, this is going to be above it, up here, which will be a bigger window. Hopefully that doesn't look weird, but let's see. Anyway, and then the windows continue across the back. Before I had the panels, but they just didn't look right. And plus I was able to get some masonry bricks in here, so it looks more like an old building. And then we still have the two exits. Oh, I've done that several times. And then we still have the two exits in the back. And the thing that I really liked in that other person's build, which I'm going to find out who it was, and we'll just call him the other person, was these panels above all the windows. So you have just a little decorativeness, and it's that vine look that just says Botanical Garden. I really like that. I haven't looked on Bricklink to see if they make the curved piece in the vine piece, but I'll check that out and see if I can add that in there, because I really want that round piece, and that would be great if they did curve. I know I've seen it in gold, so maybe they do it in black. So you can see the pond and my little bit of stuff there. The tree is in. Oh, and let's just put this back on here. Hold the phone, literally, because I'm filming on my phone. Okay. And so I've got the tree lighting done. Okay. So, and basically, I've just, that floor is so bright red in there. I just put a 1x4. It's got 3 LEDs on there. Can you see that? Wow, very bright. 1x4, 3 LEDs, 3 LEDs, 3 LEDs, 3 LEDs. I just block that. So there, and there. And then one under the bridge, which I'm going to need a little more bricking, because you can see the light peeking through, which isn't a huge problem, but, you know, if I can solve it, then that'd be good. So anyway, that's looking good, right? I'm going to transfer the interior over the plants because, well, I might start to wire this bottom. I just want to get that kind of all set first. I might build the second floor first. I don't know. Anyway, I think the lights are good enough. It sheds enough light in the different directions, and then I'll put something up in the dome. And then don't forget, the dome is going to be way up here, so you can't even see it. It's off the camera. The dome is probably going to end up like what, here, maybe. Let's see, how tall is this? So that's that tall, and then the dome sits on top of that. So yeah, it's going to be nice and big. It's going to be awesome. Okay. All right. Let's see what next we can do with the botanical garden. Definitely want to get those flowers and floors in. but I want to hide those wires too. So I don't know, I've got to see what makes the most sense. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so here's where I am now. You can kind of see it's got the second floor on. I don't have the roofs on or anything yet, but I'm loving how it's looking. And the back is still needing to be finished. I'm struggling with the symmetry. I love symmetry, so it's very hard for me to figure out how to make all this balance. Like these windows here, I'm just worrying about what goes above them. That tree blocks the one window, so that's kind of good. But it's hard to figure out. And then the domes are, they're wider than the thing down below, so that kind of throws me off, but it's not as bad. And then I just hate these gaps in the curved pieces in those macaroni bricks. But I'm thinking, like over here, I hid that one with a sign, which kind of works, but I'm thinking in the middle about putting vines and like greenery, flowers, which why didn't I think of that before? Because obviously it's the botanical gardens. So I'm gonna try that. I want to play with that, but it's getting it's getting presents, and then once the dome's up there, that's gonna be even taller. I think that's gonna be very cool. And I actually just had an idea to put my Chihuly sculpture in the top of the dome over this tree, so it's hanging down, and light it somehow. I think I'm gonna do spotlights up from down here, or maybe down here, attached to there, spotlighting up to light the thing. But I think that'd be cool to see the Chihuly sculpture in there, since the tree doesn't pop into the dome anymore. But I think it's getting there. I think we're close to having a grand building. Looking good. I really like this little detail. And then all the windows have their thing. I still have this little gap here, which I'm not too worried about, but if it were connected, it would be cleaner. But it doesn't really scream at you, so I'm not too worried about it. But that's where I am now. Oh, and I did get the interiors done. Let's see. If we just look down here, you can see the flowers are in there. The floors are tiled. What is that? Oh, something fell off my table. So seeing the flowers in there. We've got the mayonnaise plants, and of course I have to hide all the wires. Mayonnaise plants, or not mayonnaise, Jack in the Pulpits. Bonsai tree. Orchids. And then we have the cactuses over here in this little area. I'm still figuring out if this is going to be like hinge open or something, if that's possible or not. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, so now I have lush greenery across those areas, hiding that awkward seam. And it was so simple. How could I not have thought of it? It's one of these little, whatever that piece is called. You see it? Yep. Put between the two things instead of the little flower petal stud. And then you simply put a flowered branch onto it. Done. So easy. Covered. And then for this little middle bit, I just used one of the small things, but I used one of the, I used the robot hook arm, put it in the back. And because I put these 1x2 modifieds all along my build, I can simply clip to that and I can add more vine. How easy is that? Okay, so here we are again. I am getting further and further. I've got the sides finished, and they've got their little same original openings, which I really liked. So those are there. I fixed the, oops. I've not fixed the falling plant problem. I've got the wall almost built up. Everything's in place. I was going to say the those ugly spaces are now covered with vines, which I'm really happy about. The sides, oh, I'm missing a thing. It's somewhere on my build table. Anyway, I'm liking this symmetry. It's getting there. And then let's go this way to go to the other side. Same over here. I like the way this is tucking in. I'm wiring. I've got all the lights, but I like the way this looks now. And I think just a basic little flat roof, maybe with some kind of edging on it, is going to be the best thing. But I'm so close. I kind of feel like I need to do the wiring first, because I need to hide all the wires, and why put the roof on after that? But until after that. But this is what's really exciting, the lighting. So now it's all lit. You can see the cupola, and I've added 2 Chihuly sculptures, which I'm really excited about. This was my old one, the watery looking. Let's go in for that one. So that was my one Chihuly sculpture in here. And then I've made this one, which I think is so cool. Hard to get with the lighting, okay. And then this one. I mean, this one really looks like a Chihuly. It's really crazy. So I'm very excited about those 3. And my thought is, I've got a red one, like an orange one, and a blue one. I can change those with the seasons, moving them up to the main cupola. It's the most seen. And then, you know, put the other 2 down below. But I think that's really cool for now. But I really love the lighting. Well, it doesn't look too bad on camera. There's 2 spotlights. There's in there to light that Chihuly sculpture, which I can't tell if they look good or look bad. I don't know, but that's where we're at now. Okay, so here I am now. I've got the dome on. I've got the roof finished, and front trees in place. It's looking pretty good. I'm playing with the lighting now. I love these little creeping things. Oh, and you can see Chihuly in the garden sculpture, and another Chihuly, and then a Chihuly up in the cupola top. I really like how this has turned out. I'm still thinking about these holes. I don't know, are they too pill-like? What do you think? Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Those look like pills. I was just trying to get more curve in there. I didn't want to repeat the arch. I don't know, but I think it's looking pretty good. Now I just have to get to the wiring, hiding the wiring. And by the way, this is the wiring process. I'm currently wiring, well, I've wired that one. It goes down through those and comes out here. And now I'm wiring the light that's on this beam, and it's going through those things, comes out there right now, and eventually will come out down here. So you have to tear the whole thing apart, drill holes, and put it back together. Just a little more progress report. I am down to my last 2 wires coming out. I have to feed those wires across under there, which from that strip and connects that strip to that strip. It's not pretty, but it's gonna be pretty. Okay, so here's the completed botanical gardens. Nice dome on top with 2 wings. See, I love my little steps up to it and then into the garden. I was able to, I bought 2 sets, so I've got a sign there and a sign there. And then, oh, I also love the vines on the top and all the plants along the middle. Okay. And then the side. And this has the desert flowers, and the desert flowers are in there. And then on the back, there's the big windows. Again, you can see that shape with the wings. I like this little moment right here, and a tree to balance it. And then the other side is the same, except it says tropical plants, and the tropical plants are in there. But J-Star, you say, didn't you just show us all the lighting in the video? Well, let's look at it. And now it is all lit. My favorite thing about this is my Chihuly sculptures, Chihuly glass sculpture. So there's one hanging in that atrium and one hanging in that one. And then there's a big one up here in the main dome. So we can see those better. The Chihuly, and Chihuly. I am in love with those. And now down here you can probably see, oh, sorry. Oh, that doesn't want to go that way. Forgot about that. So inside here, this is the main atrium. You've got that tree in there still. You see the little spotlights for the Chihuly. The viney plants back here covering that ugly gap. And then inside, you've got the pitcher plants over the map, which is on both sides. And then, oh, my topiary fell. I have to fix that. You've got frog orchids over here, and then you've got all the the desert stuff over here. Oh, let's see, let's go all the way around. Okay. And then over here, you've got the tropicals. And because I bought 2 sets, it's all doubled up. Except for that main smelly plant. I thought one smelly plant was the best, was enough. And then up here, you've got those flowers up above. And you have the entrances on the sides and Birds of Paradise. Sorry about that, that keeps falling. Stay up there. Okay. What else do we need to show you? The roof is pretty simple. Tried to keep the roof line as clean as possible. Oh, and then the fish and stuff down here. We've got the ducks following each other in a line, white lotuses. I put a light under the bridge. And then on this side, you've got the light showing, and the fish in the pond. I love those tiles so much. They're so cool. And there it is. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. From Belleville, this is J-Star saying have a great day and keep creating.